So Meg and I have refinished over 10,000 pieces of furniture. Do you know how much hardware that is? So we've cleaned and polished hardware using every single one of these ways, but we've never gone head to head. So follow along as we basically pick the winner. Who is the champion cleaner? So here's the lineup. Going first is just your household cleaning vinegar. And we've used this around our house. It does a great job cleaning stainless steel, glass, and floors. Next, we actually use this to clean our sink, also stainless steel. Here is Barkeeper's Friend. We've used this many times on hardware. Next is lacquer thinner. We actually use lacquer thinner instead of paint thinner because we use lacquer thinner to clean all of our tools at MegMade, and those happen to be metal. Next is Brasso. This is great to clean hardware around your house, but it's also great to clean hardware on furniture. Next, I saw this. This is actually a jewelry cleaner, Tarnex, used to clean sterling silver, silver plates, platinum, copper, gold, and diamond. The next one is just boiling water. So we will see how boiling water, throwing something in there, how that works. Last but not least is the rotary cleaner. So we have a brand new bristle brush and we have our old bristle brush. So we're just gonna plug this in and turn it and see how that polishes. And if all else fails, use spray paint. This is the spray paint that we use. It's called Rich Pale Gold. It gives a beautiful gold finish because sometimes when you polish the hardware, it actually removes the gold look and turns silver. And if you're still going for a gold look, use a gold spray paint. All right, now let's get into it. If you are gonna clean hardware, you gotta have the right tools. So step one, you gotta protect your hands. You gotta use rubber gloves. Step two is we use brass and steel brushes to clean all of our hardware. You can use the small ones or you can use the big ones. And also Scotch-Brite. So these are great to help you clean those surfaces by hand. Well, let's get started. All right, in it goes. So you can, oh wow, that was quick. I mean, it's already starting to go after. Look at that. I can't tell if that's actually the vinegar or if that's just me bossing this on its own. Look at this. And one of the reasons I actually chose the same hardware, and I'm pretty positive that this is a brass hardware throughout because I can actually see the brass on this side. Some hardware, like this one, you can actually see there's silver underneath. So with that, I'll show you how the best way to spray it. Oh man, I mean, this is, holy cow, what is going on here? Wow. So the before and after is spectacular. And we literally clean this in a matter of minutes. So if we're going for the speed test, I mean, that was sensational. And we chose to do this on the hottest day of the year. You know, I will long for days like this in Chicagoland in the wintertime, but for now, it's like 100 degrees and you can obviously see it on my face. Next, we got Barkeeper's Friend. So we just cleaned that one under 60 seconds. Let's see how this one does. I got a little water, refilled this, so I'm gonna use water to kind of clean it. Whoop, now get it all over there, okay? And actually see that dirt is coming off and grime is coming off on the gloves. Honestly, with the other one, it seemed like it melted off. In this one, it's like I can't tell if it's coming off because I'm using so much brute force and there's water here, or if it's actually working. So you can actually see here that this is super shiny, but I probably spent twice as long on this than that. But this does look significantly better. But if we're going on time value, honestly, this is way faster. But I do love that look. So starting now, we're gonna do 1 minute each because we refinished tons of furniture along the way. So our goal is to save money on time because time is the most valuable commodity that we have in our business. So let's see which one times out. Next in the lineup, lacquer thinner. This is a household product that MegMade. So here we go. Let's see how this works and start the timer. Ooh. One thing people think that don't fully understand about lacquer thinner is they think it's actually like, oh wow, it's gonna melt your hands. No, it just dries out your hands. Yeah, it is best to wear gloves, but it is not as toxic on your skin as you would think. But I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I'm sure there's other people that'll watch this that will have varying degrees of disagreeing with me on that. But when doing this, the best thing to do is use the proper safety equipment. The one that we actually use most at MegMade is Brasso. So we'll see if we have actually been using the right product all these years. And one thing too about Brasso is if you don't get the Brasso completely off, it turns, there are these little green spots. So you literally have to scrub every nook and crevice. 15 seconds to go. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Next up, Tarnex, tarnish remover. Specifically for sterling silver, silver plate, platinum, copper, gold, diamonds. So this is brass, so we'll see how it fares up. And we're off. Oh wow, that's interesting. I did not, oh wow, look at, that's actually kind of slightly reminds me of the lacquer thinner. I mean, that is stunning. Time. I mean, that was really fast. All right, so, you know, we always try to accomplish two birds with one stone. Meg's actually making lunch, and I'm boiling water. So there we go. Next, we got the rotary cleaner. So we've used this, we actually use this at MegMade. I just replaced this one. This is the one we've been using for years. Probably should have replaced it sooner than now. And also too, if you do use one of these, definitely use eye protection, because I've definitely had these things fly into your face and it does not feel good. So there is your tip of the day on safety instructions. I mean, dude, look at this. Look at this. I mean, do you see that? Do you see that? It looks fantastic, but does it pass the time test? Still got a lot of stuff in there, but because it wasn't screwed in, it's probably my fault, but you can see that is glossy. If all else fails, use spray paint. Make sure you shake it up. And if you'd like to learn how to spray paint a dresser or hardware, that's gonna be another tutorial. I'm just gonna show you what this looks like in comparison to the rest. Now I got all my pieces finished. If I were to pick my favorite, for speed, it was definitely the vinegar. But for actually performance, but I actually spent the most time, it was Barkeeper's Friend. The one that we've been using for years, Brasso, which I did tell you, has a nice, actually an ugly green tint to it if you don't get it all off. So that is actually true. Definitely boiling water might work, but it might take some time. But if you want to go the fastest and get the most accomplished, definitely spray it. And after you spray it, I would use a clear gloss over the top. All right, subscribe below, comment, and show us what you think is best.